Are you looking for the best upcoming deck building games to pour dozens or even hundreds of hours into? Well, you've come to the right place because in this video I'm highlighting 10 amazing upcoming deck builders that you don't want to miss. Sit back, relax, and let's get right into the list. Starting off the list strong is Nadir, a grimdark deck builder. Nadir is a grimdark roguelike deck builder with a unique twist. The cost to play a card is an enemy reaction you can predict. It's a riddle that's both an intense exchange of punches and a careful tactical match. As you command one of the 7 deadly sins in 1v1 combat, you'll share resources with your opponent, which are represented by Sacrum and Profanum. This means you need to carefully anticipate what cards your opponent may use because every action you take alters the total pool. While using attack, defense, or support cards, you match those cards with the corresponding enemy move, which allows you a unique amount of control over the pace of each battle. Battles are still tough, which is quite fitting as you move through the 9 circles of hell. Nadir manifests on Steam later this year. At number 9, we have a game on more of the dice building side of things with the Astray 6-sided oracles. Astray is a dice deck building roguelike that has you chart a path through the ruins of a lost civilization as one of 6 brave oracles. Using an ever-changing deck of dice and enchanted sentinels, you purify waves of corrupted foes and a decayed goddess to save the star system. There are hundreds of dice to choose from just to fit about any play style. From a more safe approach or a balanced attack or a more risky strategy, Astray's got you covered. Dice and oracles aren't the only aspects of the game that add layers of strategy. With over 20 different support sentinels and modifiable star blessings, each run will provide a ton of variety. I'm a huge fan of dice-based deck building games, so I can't wait to check this game out. Next up, we have a deck builder with an awesome card-saving mechanic in Sigil of the Magi. Sigil of the Magi is a roguelike deck builder that blends in turn-based tactics for a deep and strategic experience. In this game, you'll navigate a world full of dangers and mystique as you craft your deck, obtain relics, and prepare your party of champions for any challenges ahead. You'll start off by picking one of multiple factions which contain 3 unique champions. These champions have their own set of cards and passive abilities that will alter your playstyle. As you engage in tough tactical battles, you earn cards that will allow you to create some powerful synergies. One aspect of Sigil of the Magi that really stands out to me is the card rack. This allows you to fight RNG by saving some cards for future turns, which is much appreciated. Sigil of the Magi launches later in 2022. At number 7, we have one for my fellow mech fans with Jupiter Moon's Mecca. Jupiter Moon's Mecca is a roguelike tactical combat deck builder where you choose your mech, customize your loadout, and build your perfect deck. One of the main features of Jupiter Moon's Mecca is the level of customizability with your mech. As you engage and hopefully prevail in battle, you'll gain rewards such as new weapons, shields, and equipment which contain new cards to fit different playstyles. This equipment can be placed on various parts of your mech, which will add buffs or nerfs to those respective parts. As you use various cards in battle, you'll generate heat, which is something you must keep track of. If your mech overheats, you'll need to wait to cool down before attacking again. While we wait for the full game's release, there's a playable demo out now on Steam. Next up, we have a standout from the most recent Indie World Direct with Wildfrost. Wildfrost is a tactical roguelike deck builder which takes place across a frozen tundra. As you embark on your journey to defeat the eternal winter, you'll need to choose your leader from a variety of tribes, each with their own randomized skills and stats. After mapping your path, you'll rescue and recruit frozen companions you'll find along the way, unearth lost treasures, and spend your winnings with traveling merchants. These companions can be upgraded and modified to more effectively aid you in battle. Wildfrost has a unique counter system which means that cards don't attack at every turn. Instead, they attack automatically when the counter is run out. Understanding this counter system is key in making it far during a run. Wildfrost freezes on the Steam later this year. At number 5, we have a deck builder with a slick 3D presentation in Beneath Oresa. Beneath Oresa is a fighting roguelike deck builder that takes you deep within the city to confront your foes. As a fighter, you'll need to keep your distance with your foes, engage them at the right moment, and turn their positioning to your advantage. There are several factions and heroes to choose from in Beneath Oresa, along with a companion system which allows you to formulate some impressive duos. After each battle, cards will have multiple upgrades to choose from which can radically alter the course of your run. The 3D presentation is so smooth and depicts each card's actions into impressive animations that add to the intensity of each fight. I was very impressed with this game's demo, which is still available, and I can't wait to check out the full game sometime in 2022. Up next, we have a deck builder with real-time combat in Kind Folks. Kind Folks is a single-player PvE real-time deck builder where you must liberate the city from its corrupt leader. This game takes place in a city where humankind and monster folks live in peace, which has been taken over by a cruel monster folk general and given birth to a new era of oppression and violence. What separates this deck builder from many others is the inclusion of real-time combat. This allows you to chain attacks together while your opponents attack based on a meter that works independently from your moves. What also stands out to me with Kind Folks is the impressive frame-by-frame animations which really bring life to each battle. Each enemy, event, and treasure is randomly generated to provide a hefty amount of replayability. I look forward to seeing if I can defeat Darlock in 2023. At number 3, we have a deck builder with a unique twist in Demon's Mirror. Demon's Mirror is a roguelike deck builder with a unique Chain 3 battle system. In this game, you choose to play powerful cards and chain tiles to attack and defend against your enemies. This Chain 3 battle system works in tandem with the more traditional deck building aspects and is pivotal to your success in battle. As you match various objects on the Chain 3 side of the battle, you will gain powerful attacks, defense, or essence which buff certain cards. Chaining a huge attack at the end of the turn could be the move you need to end up victorious. Cards can be used against enemies, but can also be used to augment the match 3 board. You can use cards to remove items from the board, for example, which will help you chain more attack or essence. I love this twist on the genre and I'm ready to try it out for myself. Next up, we have one of my most anticipated releases of May with Floppy Nights. Floppy Nights is a tactical turn-based deck-building strategy game where you must lead tangible projections summoned from floppy disks across the battlefield. As Phoebe and Carlton, a brilliant young inventor and her robot-armed bestie, you'll square off in turn-based battles, select your knights, hone your deck, and execute your strategy for victory. Each deck in Floppy Nights represents a different faction and strategy to help you find your unique fighting style. Whether you're a tactics veteran or playing for the first time, snappy battles and numerous card combinations will keep you on your toes at all times. I cannot get enough of this game's art style and presentation, which is courtesy of Marlo Doby, who was responsible for the art in Dicey Dungeons. The wait for Floppy Nights is almost over. At number 1, we have a deck builder from my fellow rock and metal fans with Power Chord. Power Chord is a rock and roguelike deck building battle against the demon gangs of Hellmoth. In this game, you'll assemble Earth's mightiest musicians, battle your way through legions of demons, discover new cards to enhance your instruments, and take back the city one dive bar at a time. As you assemble your band, each member has their own unique set of cards and playstyles. You can combine different band members' cards to unleash some devastating attacks. As you move from stage to stage, you'll gain access to new cards which can change your strategy entirely. Battles won't be easy, and if you lose a band member, you won't be able to revive them until you reach a pit stop along your tour. I was a huge fan of this game's demo, and I can't wait to jump into the full game. So which games from this list are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave a like, and if you're always in search of your next favorite games, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. Speaking of more videos like this one, you can click on either of these links on screen now, and I'll see you in the next one.